Hello my friends, I'm Keegan and welcome to yet another photography video, this time on how to score your first event photography gig. This is going to be a great one because I'm going to give you a step-by-step process. It's really one method. If you follow the steps in order, you'll get your first event photography gig in no time at all. So even if you're a total newcomer to photography, you're just beginning, or maybe you don't even have a camera yet, this video is also for you. Without further ado, let's get to the video. First thing, obviously, you need a camera. Something a little bit better than your iPhone 11 Pro. You need something that's gonna be a little bit faster than a phone. So a mirrorless camera like this A7 II, for example, would be a great option to start because it's cheap, it's a good beginner camera, and I don't even have to tell you this here because I made another video about why you should buy this A7 II in 2020. Click here and you can see that video. Okay, step number 2. Take some pictures. You need to know how to shoot photos and prove that you already know how before people hire you and depend on you to shoot these good photos. This is what I did. I just started shooting whatever I could. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter what, just get something. Let's say you go out on the street and shoot some street photography. Go shoot some architecture, some skylines, nature, animals, people. If you go on vacation, if you're traveling, shoot that. If you have friends, go shoot pictures of them. Ask them to shoot like portraits or something. That's a great way to get used to shooting pictures of people. And in the end, you need to make a portfolio with all your good pictures and everything. If you don't want to pay for a website, just go on Instagram. It's completely free. Don't post everything. Just find your favorite shots, your best shots, and post them. Once you have that, I would move on to the next step. Step number 3 is go find public events to shoot. So these could be like festivals, protests, marches, whatever you call them. Like these types of public events are great spots where you can practice taking photos of people, and these people are kind of already expecting photographers to be there, so they're not going to really question, well, why is this random person taking pictures of me? What are they doing here? And if you live in a big city or around a big city like mine here in Montreal, in the summer especially, there's like something every weekend. I could go out almost every day around the city, look on Facebook, find these events, and just go out and shoot them. And speaking of Facebook, if you just go on like Facebook events, look up protests, look up anything public. Remember, rule of thumb for events, make sure it's a place that people, like I said, expect to be photographed. Next step, step 4, would be to talk to other photographers when you're at these events or when you are in any event, even if you don't have your camera. Now, I'm not saying go bother them, don't distract them from their job, but if they're standing around, do it. This is actually what got me my first event photography gig. I was already at a music concert, I was shooting video, and the photographer who was there walked by, and all I did was waved. Excuse me. All I did was I waved, smiled, said hi, and he walked along and kept taking photos. But that's all I had to do was smile and wave, show that I was a friendly person. And at the end of the concert, the photographer came to talk to me, and we exchanged contact and showed him my Instagram. What do you know, like 2 weeks later, I get this message from someone organizing a formal event, and they said, I just got referred to you by this dude, and boom, I had my first event photography gig. So he must have liked my Instagram photos, and I guess I looked legit on Instagram, legit enough for a pro photographer to refer me to one of his clients. It was pretty cool. Like, that's how I got my first event. And then, like, just to add on to this, if you're an introvert like me, it can be kind of hard to go out of your way to talk to strangers. I mean, I've always struggled with that. The best way, I read this from a book, it's easy to talk about yourself. So when you go up to a photographer, just ask them about themselves. Ask them something like, hey, I was wondering how you got into photography. What kind of photography do you shoot other than events? And more often than not, these photographers will kind of catch on that you're also interested in photography, and they'll probably ask you, and you can tell them, yeah, I shoot photos as well, like check out my Instagram, and in fact, I'm kind of looking to get into shooting events. If you know any way, if you can help me, whatever, I'd really appreciate it. And that's it. Exchange, give them their business card, and who knows, if you talk to enough photographers, or maybe just even one, it'll be enough push to just get that first gig. Okay, step 5, shoot an event, but for free. you're probably like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, okay, I'll shoot for free. I don't mind. Some people are like, whoa. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're not shooting events yet, so it's not your source of income. You gotta shoot for free. You gotta prove that you can do events, and you gotta get your name out there. So a couple ways to do this is, A, you could look on Facebook, again, look for events, message the organizers, or B, talk to that photographer friend. Ask them, hey, I'm looking for events. Can I second shoot this event for you? They're probably not gonna hire you for a wedding or something. The stakes are high, but maybe for a low stakes event, they'll have you come in and you can practice shooting without getting in the way or in the other photographer's shot. You gotta moisturize your lips. So, that is that. If you follow those steps, keep getting events. By the time you've shot like 3 or 4 or 5 events, you'll have a portfolio and people will start coming to you, and also you'll get more comfortable telling other people about how you are an event photographer. If you have any questions, just let me know in a comment and I will most definitely reply. Just to sum it all up, get a camera, practice shooting, go to public events, ask to shoot events for free, and if you keep following those steps, you're gonna get there. Now that you got all this information, go shoot stuff. Go outside, get shooting, get practicing. Oh, before you go, hit subscribe. Oh, and hit the like button and ring the bell. Yeah, do that, and I'll catch you on the flip side.